Hi beautiful people, welcome back. I can't even say I hope everybody is doing fantastic or my usual pleasantries, because I'm sure everybody knows and heard by now the devastation, the earthquake that hit Syria and Turkey, and it is so sad. I know you guys that are the praying kind are praying for those people in these countries. It is just so heartbreaking. I will also leave down in the description box places where you can donate if you would like to donate. Nobody's obligated to, but I'm sure it would be much appreciated. New court documents did drop yesterday in regard to the 7M versus Without a Crystal Ball defamation lawsuits, which we're going to get into. And I did not hop on yesterday immediately and discuss it because I'm no lawyer. And I prefer to watch maybe UNCIVIL or maybe Emily D. Baker that can put it into layman's terms, put it into perspective for us. So that's exactly what I did last night. But before we get into that, my usual disclaimer, please do not take what I say as fact. Feel free to do your own research and come to your own conclusion. Yesterday, the wonderful people on Twitter DM'd me and showed me the documents that new filings have been dropped in regard to the defamation case between 7M and Without a Crystal Ball. Well, we will get into those documents, but I'm also going to actually direct you to, and I'll leave the link in the description box, the video to Uncivil Law, where he breaks everything down and you're getting it from a lawyer's perspective, okay? But I'm just going to give you my opinion about this whole thing. But in regard to Katie Joy, and as per true Katie Joy fashion, she feels like she won. She is gloating. She is like, put her own feather in her cap. And I'm going to prove to you how Katie Joy just has no self-awareness. She just feels that she is so invincible and she cannot be touched. But also, after watching Uncivil Law's video, it just seems as though this woman always just seems to get by the hair on her chinny chin. But you got to watch Uncivil because he says this is definitely going in Katie Joy's favor. And I know a lot of people wanted to be held accountable for all the shit that she does, but you know what? It's not in our hands. Everything is left up to the court, so we just got to play it by ear. After, obviously, Katie Joy found out, whatever filings were filed, and she spoke to her attorney, the first thing she does is she posts this. Katie Joy actually posted this, and this is how she's taunting the same people. I mean, just let them be. Handle your shit. Let them be. Let them do whatever they want to do. So in this instance now, after finding out, she can still talk about this case. She can still talk about the people in this case. So this is how reactionary and impulsive she is. So she goes after Miranda and James Derrick. As you can see, she got the photos posted of James and Miranda Derrick at the Grammys. That is absolutely fantastic. To which she says, "You're at the Grammys. How did I damage your career? Oh, wait, I didn't." How old is this woman? Because I'd expect something like that from a teenager.
That's just me. Like, I'm petty. I'm a petty bitch like that.
So I'm being sued by these two via Robert Shin. They are posting sponsored ads and going to the Grammys. So how did I harm their career again? Oh, wait, I didn't. I never lied, never contacted the LA Clippers. You may not have contacted, and as you can see by this screenshot. But first, thank you so much to Balls on Instagram, and I will leave her handle in the description box if you would like to go and follow her and keep up with KJ's foolishness. And also another huge thank you to WOCB Reddit for actually keeping all these screenshots of KJ's dirty deletes, because it helps us in so many ways. Thank you so much. You may have not contacted the LA Clippers, but you were very involved in encouraging people to actually contact the LA Clippers, and which you can see here, obviously these people did. And you were so willing to find out what did they say, what did they do. So you part and parcel of this, Katie Joy. Never directly spoke to sponsors. So how do you explain all these Instagram posts that you tagged to these sponsors, like Toyota, like Spanx? So were people doing it on your behalf? Were you encouraging people to do this? Because we know you have a reputation of doing things like this. You've done it to the Stauffer family. You've done it to Jessa Duggar. You've done it to so many people, Katie Joy. This is your game. And reported on court records and real-life accounts of the pastor you both follow. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, okay? Those court records that she reported on and showed, weren't they sealed? Because I'm sure they were. And she had no right to those records. Yet despite all of the reports, you both continue to follow a man that had dozens of people accuse him of terrible things. So did you, Katie Joy. You accused him of running people off the road with his car, which you actually even said yourself you didn't have proof of yet. You threatened to report him to immigration, remember? You even said that he was waterboarding the members of his congregation. And I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But I'm the reason your career's faltered, even though you're at the Grammys. And where are you, Katie Joy? Sitting at home on your high chair recliner and stalking people on their social media. What a sad life. Just my opinion. They seem to be doing their damn thing. Flexing like this doesn't help your case at all. Okay, Esquire Paulson, so you know it all. You know what will help your case, what won't help your case. Looks like you are thriving. What do you expect them to do, Katie Joy? Did you expect what you were doing to them help? They doing what they need to do. And let's not hate on them for being invited to the Grammys. That's a huge thing. That's fantastic for them. That's good for them. Only you seem to have a hard on because there they are at the Grammys. They have talents. What do you have? Yes, Miranda and James continue to follow Robert Shin and still be part of that group. Sad. You know what's sad, Katie Joy? This is what's sad. It's how you make your living, how you live your life, what you got to do to maintain that bank account. That is what's sad. She posted that and then did a dirty delete. That's what a coward would do. That's what a coward Katie Joy is. I mean, if you so firmly stand on what you believe, why not leave it up? Because this will just prove, do you really think that 7M attorneys don't have this by now? You know, people are on you like that. And let me this is just a side note, okay? For all those people that want to come and attack Balls 2.0 and Llama Girl, maybe you all should find somebody else to quench your thirst, because these two people do fantastic work because she hurts people. This is the kind of person you'll want to attack other people over. This is the person you'll want to come to her defense. I'm sure sometime or the other she has attacked y'all. And now because she's getting the heat, and rightfully so in my opinion, you'll feel you'll need to come to her aid. She needs to be held accountable. She needs to be exposed. And that's what we do. So if you'll feel that you'll need to protect her, maybe do it in a more dignified way. Do a deeper dive and see exactly what she's about, instead of just coming to her defense and not believing the things that she truly does. Do a deeper dive. Educate yourself on the type of person she truly is. She humiliates or tries to humiliate people. She tries to shame people as if she is the perfect person on this earth. So I suggest all those people that are coming after Llama Girl and Balls, maybe you should go and quench your thirst somewhere else. Pick on somebody else. Maybe you will get headway. So like I told you guys, she actually deleted that post. So clearly, you know, Katie Joy must have the last laugh. She went ahead and she posted this instead. Sandwich strikes again. And if nobody's aware, I'm sure everybody's aware by now, because she alleged that Robert Chin actually gave her the code name Sandwich, which she refers to like a Jimmy John sandwich. And that just Made me quite ill because I absolutely love Jimmy John's. I will not go close to Jimmy John's now. Even after she actually compared herself, or she says if you want to find her, you can find the deli. That just puts a yucky thought in my brain. Big news for those that have been following my coverage of 7M and Shekinah Church. Robert Shin attempted to silence me through a temporary injunction, which would have barred me from speaking on the topic. However, a judge in Minnesota ruled in my favor, denying his temporary injunction, citing his request being a deviation from public policy. The Minnesota judge also ruled that Robert Shin, Miranda Derrick, and James Derrick, along with the companies, are all public figures. Therefore, they must prove actual malice, and I deliberately lied about them in my coverage, which I have not lied nor defamed anyone. Now, I beg to differ there, because what I'm doing for you guys after this video, I'm going to download 2 Instagram lives that she did. The one Instagram live where apparently or allegedly she spoke to sources that had direct contact with Robert Shin previously, and she came out and spoke about their stories with Robert Shin. Then 2 days later, I think she got word that they're filing a lawsuit, or she was served with a cease and desist. She went on a second live on Instagram and doubled down and accused him of even more horrendous things. So those videos will be up shortly after this one is uploaded. Given this high standard, they have a significantly higher burden to prove that I defamed them. The courts also denied their motion for a default judgment. Shin argued that I failed to file a response and was therefore required to pay him $1 million. The judge ruled that while I was late for a single answer response, that my counsel continued to have conversations with his attorneys in the days leading up to their motion for default judgment. The judge ruled that I responded within 1 day of their filing with my answer and met the burden of not being in default. Therefore, to proceed, you will have to provide us with discovery, and a new schedule was set by the court. Some of the discovery will be marked as confidential and not available to the public. And what she also fails to mention is that it will not be available to her either. Robert is suing 5 people in California for the same damages and injuries he's claiming against me, which will complicate his case here. The court has yet to determine in California if he is a public figure or not. That seems to actually make me very confused. So how would that case in California affect her case in Minnesota? Despite his best efforts, Robert hasn't bankrupted, silenced, or intimidated me. I look forward to continue to prove that I have not lied nor defamed anyone. I also hope that the dancers remaining inside the group will one day find freedom outside all of this. Now, Katie Joy, once again, there you go, feels so invincible and so above everybody else. She hasn't been bankrupted, she hasn't been silenced, and she's definitely not intimidated. Now, any normal, decent person would actually let things unfold and wait until the ending of everything to come out and brag or boast or feel invincible about anything, because let's not forget, this is Katie Joy's 3rd defamation lawsuit. Defamation lawsuits with Tati Westbrook and James Westbrook, she settled, which she also claimed she won. Todd Chrisley, she settled, and he seemed very happy with what he got out of her. So this would be the 3rd defamation lawsuit, and I feel Katie Joy will definitely settle. That's just my opinion. You can pause to read the whole protective order. And this protective order is for discovery. And what I did understand about this is that the judge is aware how reckless Katie Joy is when it comes to private court documents. And obviously, Katie Joy cares less if they are private or not. She will just blast them on all her social media to prove her point, or even to shame and embarrass people, so she will not be privy to anything during discovery. That's what I took away from it. And also, you can pause to read, these are the new dates that the court has now set for the rest of this court case. It looks as though Katie Joy is not going to get her wish to be able to let her good friend Angela, aka James Derrick's baby mama, get the financial documents of Robertson or James Derrick so she can get more child support. So that's a fail for Katie Joy. What also I think could be a fail for Katie Joy is because remember she wanted the financial records for the Shekinah Church. So basically the judge knows that Katie Joy actually takes court documents and blasts it on the social media. So in my opinion, that's not a good look, sis. Absolutely not a good look. If the judge knows exactly the type of person you are and what you're doing, you should be grateful and you should be counting your blessings that you've been thrown a safety net for now. The rest of the filings, I urge you to go over to UNCIVIL Law. Watch that video, he'll break it down for you. And a lot of people may be very disappointed about what he has to say, but you know what? It is what it is. Katie Joy got to be held accountable and will be held accountable one day. And I assume it will be over something silly. But she still will not learn a lesson. She thinks she is truly invincible. She knows best. She can do what she wants to do. And she truly thinks that she is this protected journalist. But you guys, that's it for now. Hope everybody has a fantastic rest of their day. On your way out, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload. Also, as I said, I will be posting those Instagram lives where she goes after Robertson or alleges that she spoke to sources that directly were involved with Robertson. And then afterwards, obviously, she must have heard or got a cease and desist and heard that they were going to file a lawsuit against her. And she doubled down because that one is absolutely hilarious. So you guys, thank you so much once again. I appreciate each and every one of you. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Please be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And don't forget, make good memories. Bye, guys.